up, Trickio?
I got money on my mind. All this money on my mind. I wake up to get my cake up on Chicago shit like the lakefront. See, I like cake. I might make one, and if my pocket's empty, I might take some. So A1 when I'm sauced up. I was at the bottom, then I bust up. Short style like a teacup. Paper to keep a re-up. No money is like I need love, like Cool J. I'm high class on the dudes say they hate on me. I give a leeway. See, I don't give a damn what he say and she say, cause me and Bae keep the bills paid. I'm self-made, no downgrade. I work, bitch, I don't sleep late. See, I got money on my man. My babies gotta eat, you know I stay up on the grind. Cause can't nobody stop me when there's money on my man. And I let them all hate me cause they do it all the time. They the fuel to my fire when there's money on my mind. The pen to my pet, they got me writing all the time. They keep me on my feet when these haters knock the grind. And I need that motivation when there's money on my mind. I got money on my mind. All this money on my mind. I'm starving, I gotta eat. I got money on my mind. All this money on my mind. It's maniac like me and I got money on my mind.
Shout out to my daughter.
Money on my mind. I'm starving, I gotta eat. I got money on my mind. All this money on my mind. It's maniac McGee and I got money on my mind. See, I've turned up to the tip top on that grown shit. I got the drip drop. See, I've been hot like a crock pot since Double Dutch and Pop Rocks turned top notch from the sandbox. I stand out, no handout. If a nigga won't heat, bring a fan out. And this man down, they don't land down. From the 1-6 and I'm real raw. Ain't changed up since the seesaw. Turn a nigga bitch like he root pop. They ain't made for this, it ain't install. I'm a hard drive and that's real strive. I'm a black woman, that's good pride. From 3 sides on some other shit. My own, my race and my government.
Let's
See,
go.
Let her hate me and then motivate me like a longer story from an older lady. I'm a 90s baby, that's big fact. From recess to rug, that's real shit, that's no cap. From white ones with no strap, when foster water was straight tap. Jada Kiss was real rap. See, I got money on my man. My babies gotta eat, you know I stay up on the grind. Cause can't nobody stop me when there's money on my man. See, I let them all hate me cause they do this all the time. They the fuel to my fire when there's money on my man. The pen to my pad, they got me writing all the time. They keep me on my feet. These haters down the grind and I need that motivation. All this money on my man. I'm starving, all this money on my man. It's maniac, my man. All this money on my man. And I gotta eat, I got money on my man. Money on my man. My babies gotta eat, I got money on my man.
Y'all know how I do. Hey.
Shout out to my daughter. Well.
I'm a hood as a kitty bitch. I'm on my bossy and my pretty house a bitch. Real big nails did itty bitty bitch. Bitches hating but I'm still pretty sis. I'm a hood as a kitty bitch. I'm on my bossy and my pretty house a bitch. Real big nails did itty bitty bitch. Bitches hating but I'm still sitting pretty sis. I'm a bossy and a kitty bitch. A lioness, I let these hoes be on kitty shit. I'd rather be on pretty shit. Hair and nails did it periods. I check a bitch about my back, see I get serious. Bitches cramping my style, that's my period. Delirious, see I'm an empress with a temperament. See they don't want them problems cause I turn it to an incident. Don't let the hair and nails fool you, I like to get intimate. Pretty sis. I'm a hood as a ditty bitch. I'm on my bossy and my pretty house a bitch. Real thick nails did itty bitty bitch. Bitches hating but I'm still sitting pretty sis. I'm a hood as a ditty bitch. I'm on my bossy and my pretty house House of Diddy shit. Real thick nails did itty bitty bitch. These bitches hating, but I'm still sitting pretty.
I'm sitting pretty. 20, Mrs. Maniac, I got these bitches on their feelings. Apple-wedded hoes, I keep an Android like I'm Krillin. See my hubby to the right, and while he bagging, I be stealing. Bitches bothered that I'm chillin', stacking money to the ceiling. Tried to tell them they ain't listen, making money on this mission. Tried to tell me it's a limit. That's when I got offended. Made an hour from a minute. Wayne told me ain't no ceiling. I'm sitting pretty, sis.
I'm a hood as a ditty bitch. I'm on my bossy and my pretty house of bitch.
House of Diddy
Real
shit.
thick nails did itty bitty bitch. These bitches hating, but I'm still sitting pretty sis. I'm a hood as a ditty bitch. I'm on my bossy and my
House of Diddy
real
shit.
thick nails did itty bitty bitch. These bitches hating, but I'm still sitting pretty
Sitting pretty, sis.
The Diddy bitch.
House of Diddy shit.
Pow, pow. Hey, hey.
I'm sitting pretty, sis. And I'm still sitting pretty, sis. Now I'm still sitting pretty, sis.
Let me talk that shit for y'all real quick. Hey, y'all ain't had these maniac bars in a minute.
Hey, I got shit on my chest that I must confess. I'm Mrs. Maniac from the Lincoln Homes Projects. Originated from the murder with the 1-6. Why I learned how to load blicks and hit links. Yeah, the definition. See, I'm that bitch. Never let a motherfucker treat you like you average. Never needed Megan B for me to be a savage. See, I always been a boss bitch, classy, bougie, ratchet. If a nigga play with me, I let him have it. Cause if a nigga play with Maniac, I leave him packing. Cause proper preparation, Maniac ain't never lacking. When these niggas poor performing, then these niggas just be chatting. Chit chat, don't do that, I'm delicate. Niggas wanna play with Maniac like she irrelevant. 12 and 42, these niggas records like the Pelicans. They acting like I'm one of those, when one of those I never been. You never been, I never been. Hustle shit, a regiment. I'm in my bag, 10 toes, I'm great again like president. It's evident that I represent these fuck niggas that make me sick. I always wanna picture fit, I always wanna talk some shit, bitch. I walk it like I talk. Anytime you talking, bitch, you talking cause you talking. And anytime I'm falling, bitch, I crawl before I'm walking. See, I'm never scared to be alone. I'm like Macaulay Culkin. A bad bitch, a boss bitch, I'm not intimidated. Blueprint to my heart and it was infiltrated. I put a hole in his fitted, now he installated. Now he's sitting looking stupid like he ministrated. They ain't ready for the Maniac, cause I'm the type of chick that'll flip it, then I bring it back.
So, I want to talk about this Corey and Anton, right? The 151. I love Corey. Been watching him like since I was a teenager. The man been out here before internet even came out. So we finna do 3 reaction videos off of that, and I will be doing my commentary on these videos. Okay, let's go.
Responded to some of the issues regarding his appearance on the 5150 show by Corey Holcomb. And this episode in which he did this was called Fake Threats, the truth about Anton Daniels pulling up to Corey Holcomb's almost fight. And he starts off the podcast saying this.
The very first started this, I realized that he didn't have the intellectual capacity to have a real conversation. This is the honest to God truth. I mean, how do you want me to break this down? Greatest country in the world. You don't know the history of slavery. He really don't even know the laws. He don't know about he doesn't know anything. He doesn't know you're benefiting and you're sitting here living on the land that it is that you told examples. This was not going to be an intellectual conversation.
And then this.
This is what I've been telling y'all. These dudes are Neanderthals. The people that we champion in our community are Neanderthals. We don't have any heroes. We don't have any leaders. Are they entertaining? Yeah, but they would have been the court gestures back in the day. So right away, I'm already situationally aware.
Now, this is the framework that I want to identify with Mr. Anton Daniels. He uses certain phrases such as Neanderthal. So now, if you guys know, Neanderthals that existed about 40,000 years ago. They were closely related to modern humans. They're known for being strong, intelligent, and skilled survivors. But really call somebody a Neanderthal, if you use it in today's terms, you're talking about somebody primitive, unintelligent, rude, or uncivilized, and outdated in their thinking. Now again, not only is he calling them a Neanderthal, but also black people who would identify with Corey Holcomb's intellectual framework in general. Okay? It's about the fact that most of our people, but in so many words, they have very much substance. This is important.
And this is crazy because, like, where are we, bro, born in America? That don't make you better than us, bro. You still black. You still go, depending on where you stay at, you still gonna go through the same bullshit let's make that clear.
All right? Because now we're going to get to the part of how he agreed. So
Corey asked, could I come on the platform? I never asked him. I just reached out based off of the people that we shout out to Fawcett, shout out to Goop, shout out to a lot of people. And I'm like, yeah, it's an opportunity to expand my platform 100%. So, you know, why not take advantage of it? And I wasn't looking to go in there and belittle or embarrass anybody. I was looking to come in and put on a good show.
okay, here's the first problem that I have with Anton Daniels' framework. Number one, Anton Daniels positions himself as if other people are Neanderthals, and they are just entertaining at best, but we don't have any real heroes in our community. I'm sure that Anton Daniels sees himself differently than the people that he's talking about. And in this, pretend that he wanted to have a good show. Now, here's the out that he may have. What is a show, Anton? Could a good show mean entertaining? Now again, he doesn't say entertaining. I have seen Anton on many other lead voice. Let's say Fresh and Fit. Now when he's, interviewing Charleston White, he'll take a step back in podcast discussion, but Charleston White will be mic heavy guest. But in this case, Anton Daniels was the focus of the podcast along. So does a good show mean? Now we're gonna find out if that's what he means, because we know the show was definitely in, which is the rest of the black people that he's criticizing. Now here's the issue with Anton Daniels and most black people: be able to prove that black people are primitive in their thinking, they're emotional. Black people are not that sexual show, but I won't play that clip. But in so many words, black people cannot handle a confrontation.
Let me say this. Oshay has showed a video ago about Anton calling us, we're dumb, we're lazy. Like, basically what the Somalians were saying in minutes, we're dumb, we're lazy, we're doing the woo-woo, but it is what it is. Let's make that clear. You're an immigrant, so you wouldn't understand. Okay, you might know some about slavery, but you don't know too much, bro. You don't know what we've been through. especially my nigga Corey right here. He's from the south side of Chicago. You might be from Detroit, don't get me wrong. In the slums, he grew up in Chicago, the south side of Chicago. Nigga, you came over here to Detroit.
Said this. So in other words, if you're a black conservative and you're dealing with a person that is primitive, unintelligent, or outdated in their thinking, well, you've already admitted that you wanted to grow your audience by going on to Corey, growing your platform. Now, if Corey Holcomb was primitive, unintelligent, rude, or uncivilized, you would have already known that by watching his previous shows. I mean, Corey Holcomb 5150 show was going on even before I was really on YouTube. In the same way he's always been for years, kind of insinuated or understood that your political framework and his framework would be different, come after guests quite often that he disagrees with. He has a history doing that. He's not the nicest.
And he's right. But in the meantime, between time, Corey Holcomb has never changed. You feel what I'm saying? Bro, he's never changed. He's been like that. I remember when I used to watch him on Def Comedy Jam. I see him on Comic View, BET Comic View. Like, bro, this man, before the internet even came out, we knew who he was, but we knew who Corey Holcomb was. Let's make that clear. Let's go.
He knew that, said different things about black people. He was going to bring that up, and he might not have brought it up in the most respectful way. And I'll just be honest, Corey Holcomb can be, sometimes rude. Okay, we're gonna be honest. Corey Holcomb could be over the top as an interviewer or a podcast that way. Because again, Corey Holcomb's personality, he probably doesn't really all the way mean it like things he says about people.
Let me say this. I don't consider Corey Holcomb being mean. I consider him being upfront. He might have a passion for certain issues. It is what it is. But in the meantime, between time, the man speak his mind. And he try his best to me. You know what I'm saying? Some black people he put out there, hey, you doing wrong. But it is what it is. Let's go.
But just in that particular time frame he's talking about, he could clearly to somebody. I've seen it. All of us have seen Corey Holcomb doing something where, damn, Corey, that's a little bit rough, don't you think? I mean, we've seen him, but doing it with, sometimes Darlene and other people. So we get it. But again, if you understood Corey Holcomb and what his show was about, why would you go?
He's right,
Black conservatives should say, listen, that person is primitive or unintelligent or whatever. I'm not going to waste my time dealing with the Neanderthal. But Anton Daniels decided to go anyway. So then let me just say this. If Corey Holcomb is a Neanderthal, it must mean that Anton Daniels is not a Neanderthal. Now, when there is a situation between the two of them and they're arguing back and forth, the more intelligent person should get up and walk away, granted, which Anton Daniels eventually does at certain points. But again, a Neanderthal will not waste their time arguing with somebody else who is a Neanderthal. Now I'm going to play the entire clip in its entirety so that you can see who was the Neanderthal or not.
I tell you what,
I'm right here.
Don't put no sucker shit. Don't put no sucker shit.
From Detroit.
Say I
I'm right here, right now.
All right, that's what I'm saying.
I'm gonna respect you.
Dance around it. Dance around it.
No. I'm gonna respect
I don't do no shit.
I'm gonna respect you because it's your platform, and I flew out here to have a conversation.
We good.
But
We
you're not
good.
crossing up on me.
We good. I did already. I don't do
The microphone right down, right now. I'm going up. I don't give a fuck
no
this shit.
sir. Homie.
Hey, Time. How are you? Happy New Year.
You just running your mouth.
I'm not running my mouth.
You running your mouth. I don't do
You
no
doing it for the internet. You doing it for the internet. Now, if you want to say your time, no, hold on. If you want
I'll
to say
show you I ain't doing it for the internet.
If you want to say Anton, listen, don't disrespect me like that. If you want to say Anton, I'll respect you. But don't boss up on me because you said a lot of shit to me today that shit rag because you don't know me. You don't know me. Respect to you. You called me out of my name. You said some wild shit. It's with regard to how would it call it? Tell me how I get disrespected.
So what I see are two men not backing down, not think that either one was afraid of the other body. They wanted to back down. I think that both of them, as young folks would say, was standing on business. But if is a Neanderthal in this moment, it must be true that Anton Daniels is that same level of behavior. If Corey Holcomb, a person who is emotional, can't be rational, and all of the like, what I just saw, that Anton Daniels is matching that same energy. Because a person called quote unquote Neanderthal would just not engage with that. If you're dealing with a Neanderthal, that means you're more advanced, right? Like you are than the person you're dealing with. So then what you should do is say, well, this person can help themselves. This person cannot respond in the way. So the person is rude or abrasive or, being insulted because that person has a deficit. So then me being the quote unquote black conservative, understanding that this person doesn't have the ability to understand, I have an option here. I can let that slide and not let that get to me because number one, I'm more intelligent than the person. I know that that person has no ability to hold the framework that I hold. Because again, I'm Anton Daniels and the black community suffers from this. We already know this because he's talking about it right now. And then also, we know that the better way is the more intelligent way. But what I see is Detroit versus Chicago all day long, both of y'all cursing, both of y'all using the N-word, and both of y'all going in. So if Corey Holcomb is a Neanderthal, you are all...
I think it's a difference between Detroit and Chicago. Anton immigrated from another country to Detroit compared to Corey, born and raised on the south side of Chicago. Let's make that clear. Let me say this. A lot of us, let me tell you something. And I say this all the time. And I'm not talking about Corey Holcomb. I'm talking about, like, my mom. My mom was born on the south side of Chicago. Let me say this. My mom can't fight. I ain't gonna lie. She don't have no hands. But she would talk her shit, swallow her spit, and she don't give a fuck who like it or not.
Also a Neanderthal. At least at this moment. Then after the display, here is what Anton Daniels did.
All right, so now he put the microphone down, right? He put the microphone down, right? All right, cool.
We can go out back right now.
It ain't nothing else to talk about. And from my perspective, once you put the microphone down, it ain't nothing else to talk about because you're not trying to talk no more. You don't want to resolve it. You don't want to be amicable. You don't want to debate. You don't want to do none of that shit. So from my perspective, okay, well, I guess that's that. I guess we going out then, right? We can just go ahead and head out back right now. Let's rock out. You put the mic down. Let's go out back right now. Let's do it.
So I'm not going to get into who's right.
I don't know who's right or wrong, but this is how I feel about Corey. And though he put the mic down, you the only, like, Anton was the only one who got up. Like, bro, you had the advantage. Let's make that clear. If you really wanted to beat him down, you had the advantage. Fuck that. If you feel disrespected, I would have did something. I don't care. Like, bro, I don't care about lawyers. I don't care about none of that. Like, bro, I'm from Chicago. So, if I feel that it needs to be something to talk about or done, or if I need to raise up to beat your ass, it is what it is. Corey did not get up until his microphone hit the ground. And then the first thing, you know what I'm saying, I've been watching a lot of different videos about this, talking about Corey was shaking. Nigga, we shake because we want to beat your ass. But Corey was thinking on a mindset like, bro, I'm not finna mess up my show for you. In the meantime, between time, let's make this clear. Corey was out here before the internet came out, nigga. Anton, you didn't come out until the internet came out. Let's make that clear. I don't care how old Corey is, he will beat the fuck out of him. Let's go. For real. That's how I feel.
Who's wrong here? It doesn't really matter. I'm just talking about the framework that he's using. And he says, well, listen, I told him to let's go outside. Let's go out back. If it's a problem, let's go out back. You know? Would follow it up by using this comment.
Listen, I'm trying to tell you, was shaking like a salt shaker. When he say study the video, go study the video. Was shaking like salt shaker.
That's what I'm saying. You shaking. Let me tell you something. I do the same thing like Corey does. Like, you shake because you, like, bro, you thinking, but then you're not thinking. So, I'm like, bro, you don't know what the fuck you're talking about. You're from Detroit. Corey's from Chicago. I know y'all both from the Midwest, but you still don't understand why he was shaking, because I think if he would have put hands and feet on you, bro, you wouldn't be talking this shit. But you talking this shit because the shit happened last week or whenever you did this podcast. And you know what I'm saying? Like, literally, let's make this clear.
Was nervous.
Now he says Corey Holcomb was shaking. He was scared to do anything, which, I mean, in the heat of the moment, I don't think neither one of them was scared. That's not what I'm here to debate. What I'm here to debate is that Anton Daniels in this situation allowed himself to be angry, just as angry as Corey Holcomb. I can agree that I've watched Corey, and there are times where I feel, damn, Corey, that's, you know, like, why you go that hard? Or, damn, like you said to Darlene. Is Corey Holcomb over the top? Absolutely. This is why we watch Corey Holcomb. Is Corey Holcomb disrespectful? Absolutely. Like, when is he not? I mean, this is why you like Corey Holcomb, because, I mean, whether he means it personally, I think he's a good person. Overall, I think both of them are good people. I don't dislike Anton Daniels. I dislike the stances, but I don't dislike Anton. I do not dislike Corey Holcomb. I will say, though, that it is kind of interesting that Anton Daniels believes that he is more different than anybody else. I mean, if you show this to white conservatives, okay, and this part, and what do you see? Any white person on the right, do you want to live next to any of these people? Let's say if Anton Daniels is talking about he loves American art. Okay, so what do you see here? I see two black guys that I don't want anything to do with. So I don't know why he feels that he's not coming across the same way in which he's criticizing Corey Holcomb, and I'm using his language because that's what he's saying. He is using the same language and the same framework. So again, if Anton is saying Corey is a Neanderthal, you're not far from it. Here's what we got to do as black people. Number one, acting like our shit don't stink when it does. There's a saying in the black church, God is not through with me yet. You know, we still got much work to do, you know, so on and so forth, right? And Anton Daniels is not holier than thou. Corey Holcomb is not holier than thou. And if you feel that some doesn't have the framework to carry on a debate, you would know that by looking at their channel, and the way that we know that you understand Corey's channel. You talked about Craig Facts being on the show. You basically said that he doesn't stand up for himself. You said Darlene doesn't stand up for himself. Corey Holcomb has come on every week, every Tuesday for a year straight, maybe 10 or 11 years straight, and he's not changed. He's not going to change. So you could look at him and see right away that he's not the right person for the debate.
But this is my thing too. I watch. I'm subscribed to 5150. Corey said to him, Anton, they had a debate before. They didn't get along at that time. So and this is my thing. If you know that y'all didn't get along at the first debate or whatever y'all had, you know, uh, uh, intertwined with each other, why would you go back on there? That like that don't make sense to me. I like I said, I watch 5150, and if I don't catch it, I will watch the replay. Like, bro, he said y'all already had, you know, y'all intertwined with each other, and y'all didn't get along at that time. Okay, that's what's up. I ain't mad at nobody who don't uh, agree with me. That's what's wrong with people. A lot of people act like they can't agree to disagree with people. But in the meantime, have an open mindset.
Way that you could go and agree to that if you are that kind of person that can handle that smoke. And you showed everybody, yes, Anton, you got the Detroit in you. You're about it. Corey Holcomb ain't backing down. You ain't backing down. Nobody thinks that neither one of you are. I don't think I do. But at the same time, Chicago versus Detroit was on full effect, and we all saw it. And if you try to separate yourself from what you call as being primitive, what you call as being unintelligent, what you call as being rude or uncivilized or outdated, that's you. Because even if he were to carry it that way, you're supposed to be more intelligent than him. That's what you said. So then you should use it's almost like somebody should never get you down to quote unquote there. And if you look at Anton Daniels' live streams, he uses the N words. He crashes out on people. I mean, like, it's not like you don't use juice to do what you do. You're not the, so-called clean, black conservative, Brandon Tatum kind of style of person. No, you dig in the mud a little bit too. So I don't understand how he is acting as a Neanderthal, and for whatever reason, you're justified by acting a Neanderthal with him, challenging a Neanderthal to a fight outside as a person such as yourself. I don't get that framework, and as an adult, I can't understand it. What I see, if at all best, if I see a person in Neanderthal and that person is disrespectful, cursing and yelling and all that, I should see another person behaving in the opposite way. And we did not see that from you. So I don't know how he is the person that is a Neanderthal and you are not in that same framework. I can't see it. Regardless of if he started or not, as a man who is of age that understands this is how black people are just doing whatever they're doing. Let me go ahead and remove my.
I so agree with him. Let me say this, and I meant to say this at the beginning of when I started this live. Shout out to Oshay Jackson. That's where I got his video. I got his video from him. And shout out to Jube Almighty. I will be playing his video. And I will be playing a different video that Oshay Jackson after Jube Almighty. Like, bro, they are some dope content creators. If y'all don't know who they are, please subscribe to them, brothers. They are dope as content creators.
So from that, all the show should have been over at 27 minutes. All right, you know what, brother? I don't want to get into it with you, but just leave. That would have been it. You responded to what he responded to, and that's the problem. So guys, what do you think? It's your boy Oshay with another episode of The Celebrity. John, appreciate you for all that you do. Subscribe to the bell. We're out.
It was on Corey Holcomb's podcast last fast. I'm a mother fan. I don't do no stuff. I don't give a. Say I stuck again, nigga.
We can go on back right now.
We can go on back right now. I'm with. I bet you won't say that. We can go on back right now.
Throughout the whole podcast, Anton Daniels, anti-black, bootlicking, MAGA sellout, conservative white man, kissing viewers was on full display.
How do you think you got here?
Yeah, the transatlantic slave trade.
As an African American male, I know how I got here. My people were kidnapped. My people were robbed. They what?
They were sold by Africans.
So the white people they were just doing transactions over there.
Absolutely. It was capitalism. See, the thing about white people,
Like when this goofball refused to even say that he was a black man.
The position you and your people are in.
Who was my people?
Black people. Do you claim black people?
I'm a Christian first. I claim
That if you don't want to say you're a man first, I think something wrong with
black
that.
is a construct.
But at a certain point, what was a really good conversation just got derailed. We both got emotional, loud, started name calling, threatening each other.
What you do? Let me tell you what you do.
Nah,
See, ain't
let
nobody
me tell you something, homie.
Ain't nobody gonna tell you.
I don't
ain't
suck.
nobody you do.
Yeah,
you do.
So fix
you doing
that.
it right now.
But it basically just turned into a nigga moment.
Hey, what you say, nigga?
Watch closely. You're about to experience a nigga moment.
Now I know this channel is super entertaining, but for all the time the game you can play and get paid for. If you check out the link in the description or scan the QR code, you can sign up for free.
Feel about this jack other nations for their resources and play it off like it's other reasons.
That's a part of the game. Everybody done been conquered.
It's so funny how really hypocritical conservatives are at this point, because they went from no more wars to now let's just take other countries' shit.
Slavery didn't exist way before we ever came in here. So I don't see what the problem is.
Well, I tell you like this. I cannot respect men who claim jackals. Like I don't.
Like what? Give me an example.
Like the United States.
No, give me an example, like a real life that they take.
The United States.
Like this country?
Not just taking this country. How do you think you got here?
The transatlantic slave trade.
You smart man. It's very hard to be respectful of what is here when me, for example, as an African American male, I know how I got here. My people were kidnapped. My people were robbed. They what? All the people were sold by Africans?
How you think what you think white people came over there and got us?
Yes.
No, they were sold.
I hate when people say this like it's a gadget. Yes, Europeans purchased Africans from other Africans for the transatlantic slave trade. That entire system relied on warring nations and tribes in Africa to take Africans from other tribes and nations and sell them to Europeans. Yes, absolutely.
I agree with you, Almighty. The only reason I agree with him because that's what my grandma told me. That's how, like my grandma was born, I think I want to say in the 1930s. And she had an auntie who lived, she was a slave, but she lived until she was 115 years old. So I really believe that. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, I agree with you, Almighty, on that one.
That doesn't justify anything.
So the white people, they were just doing transactions over there.
Absolutely. It was capitalism. See, the thing about white people, you think that racism is inherently in them. Is inherently in all of us.
White people made it their mission to travel to foreign lands, conquer lands, and colonize people of color all around the world. There's an inherent racism to colonization.
Black people is some of the most racist people I've ever seen in my entire life. We don't even like each other.
He didn't even make the point or argue that white people have not historically been racist. He then turned it around to the Uncle Tom, Uncle Ruckus talking point to black people are the most racist people ever, which is false. In order to be racist in the first place, you have to have control.
Racism implies you have not just prejudice, but the power to do something with that prejudice. I may say I hate you. I hate white people. I hate them. It's not going to change you getting that, loan when you go to the bank. That whereas white racism says, not only do I not like you, but I'm going to change the impact of where you can live.
We don't even like each other.
So can I ask you a question?
No, hold on. Let's stay there.
Okay.
We don't even like each other.
That's like saying Africans are racist. There are 50 to 54 countries in Africa, and each one of those countries have different tribes, different beliefs, different people that don't like other people within their own country, let alone other countries. But nobody says Africans are racist against other Africans.
Some of the first slavers in the United States of America was black people.
It seems like Corey doesn't doesn't have all the information he needs to be able to push back on Anton Daniels. But what he's really referring to is somebody like Anthony Joshua, who was the first black slave owner in the American colonies. In 1621, he gained his freedom, became a slave owner, and famously won a court case in 1655 to claim John Castor as his slave for life, setting a precedent for black-owned slavery. But when he makes that generalism that there were a bunch of black slave owners, that wasn't really the case. Historians estimate 3,000 to 4,000 black slave owners existed in the U.S. by 1830, owning about 1,200 to 20,000 enslaved people, representing a tiny fraction, 1 to 2% of total slave owners. Many free black owners held one or two enslaved individuals, often family members, to protect them from being forced out of states or to eventually free them.
So what I'm trying to understand is
facts. And that's what my grandma taught me as well. You know what I'm saying? They knew that's their family. So they brought that family back. Again, it wasn't a lot of black slave owners. And I don't even want to call them slave owners. They didn't beat them or nothing that I knew of. But they just grabbed a lot of black people. And you know what I'm saying? I don't know. That's what I heard. You know what I'm saying?
Was slavery in the United States before?
slavery existed thousands of years before we got here.
Okay.
Slavery was on every single continent in this world.
Anton Daniels is literally using white supremacists, white Christian nationalist talking point. Wasn't that bad? We didn't do anything that didn't exist.
I'm just over this white guilt, white shame type stuff. I'm not advocating for white supremacy. I'm just advocating the end of white silence and the end of white guilt and the end of white shame, because our culture participated in nothing that your culture hadn't participated in previously.
Slavery was still wrong, and the slavery that happened in America was barbaric and horrific. And I still think we only know a small percentage of the atrocities that were committed against black people in this country during slavery.
Slavery wasn't that bad. Trump is absolutely right. He didn't say slavery wasn't bad. He said it.
Let me tell you something. What you mean slavery wasn't bad? Like, they took pictures of people's backs, the black man's and the black women's back. They had whips all on their back. What are we talking about? You sound dumb as fuck, bro. You need to learn your history instead of trying to go by what somebody else. I don't care if you don't like black people, dude. Learn your history, because you don't know what you're talking about. And let me say this. I learned some of my history in the book, but I learned a lot of my history from my grandma.
Wasn't that bad.
They ate people. They ate people thinking that they were ours. They fed children to alligators for sport. They raped other men's wives. They raped men. They skinned people. Turned them into shoes, bags, wallets, and furniture.
But he is yet to even free by Europeans, by white people. It's bad. When racism came up, he said black people were the most racist people. When slavery came up, Anton said Africans were the reason for slavery. He's a joke.
And this is the problem that I have. What you niggas want?
What do you mean when you say what you need?
Winning about it over and over again. And I'm trying to understand, what is it that y'all looking for?
Anton Daniels' family immigrated here, which is why he has this whole attitude of y'all when talking about slavery, reparations, black Americans. It's a real condescension whenever he talks about us.
I don't care.
Let me say this. Anton wouldn't understand what we're going through. Why? Because he was immigrated here when he was a kid. I was just on one of my guys' live stream named Mouthpiece. We was just talking about, not Anton, but we was talking about, he showed a video of this dude. And I was like, Ice was messing with him. They ended up tackling him or whatever. And I'm like, dude, he had to be born here because of how he talks. his accent. He don't have a Somalian or nothing accent, right? But then shout out to Alice. Alice, said what she said, and it made me think. And when it made me think, it made me think of 21 Savage. And why I say 21 Savage is because he was not born here. He was raised here. And I had to apologize. She was like, you ain't have to apologize. But I felt like I had to apologize because I wasn't thinking in that, you know what I'm saying, in that way at that point in time. Let's go.
Care about your reparations. Listen, I don't care if you ever get it. As a matter of fact, I'm advocating against it because it's gonna fuck up my dollar and make inflation go out of control. So I don't want them to pay you. I don't want you to have nothing. Don't give these motherfuckers nothing.
What is gonna help y'all?
Whole thing that has happened.
Because I'm solutions oriented, and I'm tired of niggas that ain't never been through shit complaining about shit that they ain't never been.
Hold on, how you solution oriented when we went through a lot of BS? And let me say this, and I ain't gonna just say this. I want to say this as well. I know black people went through a lot, but the Japanese, when they came to America, they went through just as much as we did. I want to make that clear. I'm not Japanese or nothing like that, but I'm just saying they went through a lot too. But I feel like we might have had it harder than the Japanese, but they went through a lot as well. So, and they went through a lot too because they wasn't Caucasian. Let's make this clear. So, Anton don't know what he's talking about. He's dumb. I'm sorry, he's dumb.
If you black in the United States, you've been through some shit.
Correct.
But I'm tired of niggas complaining about shit that they have never been through.
I don't understand. What are you saying?
Most of the niggas that's complaining about it ain't never even really seen real racism. These is new niggas. All of these internet niggas right here, these is new niggas.
So are you saying black people in the United States, some of them have skipped over racism?
Yes.
Definitively.
Come on.
I'm so glad Anton did this podcast. So his anti-black views are in full view.
You have a greater chance of being killed by somebody that look like you than to ever interact with somebody that don't look like you and kill you.
Every race has that.
Hold on. That's Anton sound dumb as fuck. I don't be understanding why people think they so smart, but they're not. Like, bro, if you're gonna do your research, please do your research on different cultures, different books, to get your mindset right. And don't get me wrong, I'm not the person. I read a couple of books, but I have never like got into certain books. I ain't gonna lie, I would love to get into them, to get, you know what I'm saying? Because I ain't gonna lie, I would love to get into politics. You know what I'm saying? I love politics, but I wouldn't mind getting into it as a African American woman. And I just want to say this too, like a lot of people act like African American women. Let me say this. I ain't gonna say this. Women can't do anything when we used to rule countries, cities, you know what I'm saying, against men. So, like, bro, and till this day, and just say how many women who's ruling countries, it might not be the United States, but it's a lot. Mexico has a woman president. Like, bro, what were we talking about? Other countries have women presidents. They just swimming their way through this to feel the atmosphere to get to where they need to be, just like men. Let's go.
Exact same chance. If you're a white man, you're way more by a white man than a black man. man. If you're a black man, you're way more a black man than a white man. It's same with every race. No knock against Corey, because I realize he's an entertainer, comedian. But if he's in conversations with people like Anton Daniels that pull out bullshit facts, Corey should be informed enough or do enough research to be able to push back on that factual.
But do you?
That's a fact.
Do you
It's not a
understand
fact.
that it's made like that on purpose?
It's the system. The system against us. I got it.
Okay, but the position you and your people are in.
Who's my people?
Black people. Do you?
I'm a Christian first. I claim.
Well, I think something's wrong.
You're a Christian before you're a black man? When you're born, choose your skin color. You can 100% your religion. That does not come from what you are as a human on.
Facts don't come to. You're a black. You're a Christian before you're anything. Make that make sense. Like, bro, you okay. I will never get what you're saying.
Earth.
Well, I think something's wrong to say you're a black man first. I think something wrong with
Black
that.
is a construct. They told you that you was black.
Yes, race is a construct, but ethnicities are not. So the immediate question after that is, what ethnicity are you, Anton?
We're not none of that shit.
Oh, well, what are we?
We're not none. For me, I'm a believer in God. That's what I am. My foundation is always going to be Christianity, Christ, Jesus first. I don't claim none of that other shit.
There are white Christian nationalists that are justifying slavery right now. But he would align with them, with people that hates him and people that thinks he should be a slave, before he would actually align with black people, black Americans. Because his hate for black Americans is that deep.
Asians don't fuck with each other just because they Asian people and Japanese people and Taiwanese people.
This mentality that a lot of Africans have, which causes conflict between Africans and black Americans.
We are the only ones who walk the earth. But as soon as you see a black person at the airport, oh, brother. We think that skin color makes you and me the same. I'm from a small tribe called the Ajak tribe. In Benin. Benin is 5 million people with over 40. I mean, the language is like French and Chinese. I don't have anything in common with the 49 other people in my country. Nothing in common.
Why do I have an obligation to fuck with somebody just because he black? And then the definition you define black is based off of something that a white man.
Well, trust me, man. You white people, let me tell you something.
That's such a dumb argument. That's like saying to use English because we learned it from white people. That doesn't matter. That is the language we use. These social constructs, whether you acknowledge them or not, exist. I am a black and American descendant of slavery. Simple as that.
Back to this Christianity. You have to understand this. You were taught by the people who kidnapped you. Is that a lie?
Nope.
Okay, so
we was taught everything that you know on this earth. It was taught to you.
So he uses English, which was taught by white people. He embraces Christianity, which was forced on slaves by white slave masters. But he will not say he's black because it's a social construct invented by white people. He's very selective in what he embraces and doesn't embrace. And he's only selective about that because he wants separation from black Americans.
And I have the hopes that I'm going to get y'all off of the Democratic plantation.
Yeah, because I don't know nothing about the Democratic plantation.
These conservatives and black conservatives thinks that everyone that opposes them is a Democrat. I'm an independent. I'm unaffiliated. I always have been. But I personally feel like this is such a dangerous time we live in. This is by far the most racist, white supremacist-driven administration we've seen in our lifetime. Trump said that.
And let me say this. I totally agree with you, Lamani. Like, bro, you're black. Let me say this. I don't care if you was born. You wasn't born here. Talk about it's the greatest country. Okay. You saying that because you got money. That you ride up on the wrong Caucasian person. You wouldn't be saying that. Unless you'd be kissing their butt. Real talk. Let's go. Crazy.
Civil rights hurt white people, which is the furthest thing from the truth. We literally have Trump trying to be a dictator and an autocrat and to take this country to war, which is against the Constitution. It is far too powerful right now. Once this administration is gone, then we can more.
Everything that you speak of It's a reflection they speak of. So you may not claim it, but you're a reflection of it.
Well, if what I reflect something that is this democratic plantation, I tell you what, I really don't study a democratic plantation. I try to study human being where when I look in the mirror, I don't see a slick motherfucker.
That's the argument that black people make, is that be racist if you can't actually have an impact on another group of people. So it's supposedly systemic. It's false.
Correct. How?
Really? I just seen a guy that used to be the president of the United States of America that wanted to become the president of the United States of America for the second time. And he was basically being taken down by black people.
I guess he's talking about Trump. Trump committed crimes. Trump was convicted of felony.
What kills me about Anton, bro, you're talking shit out your mouth, bro. Because we're not the people who's put him. Like, let's talk. We can even talk about the first election because I watched that debate, right? Hillary Clinton talked about his taxes. The first thing he said, hey, well, they need to change the number, da-da-da-da. I forgot what he said, but I know it's a number he used to get even richer. Then they need to really change that number, you feel what I'm saying, for people like him. He used that, and he said it. Let me say this, I'm not mad about him saying that, like, he kept it 100, but in the meantime, between time, like, bro, what the fuck are we talking about? He trying to make sure his pockets get richer. Just like these motherfucking preachers out here in the world, especially out here in the United States. Let's go.
Caused an insurrection in this country. The entire system, which went back to a political norm, took Trump. Criminal for Anton to be blaming that on black people, like black people tried to take Trump down and that was racist. He is the fucking clown.
Kamala Harris, Letitia James, who was the in New York, Fawny.
White Congress people. What is he talking about? He's just excluding all white people from conversation.
Fawny Willis, down in Georgia. All of those are black women, specifically that met with Kamala Harris.
It's really aggravating me that Corey and nobody else in that room can push back on Anton Daniels. This is the judge that convicted Trump of 34 felonies. Does he look like a black man?
Facts. What color is that man? Anton only want motherfuckers to think what he want to think. That's why a lot of people, instead of people like really having their own mind, he want people to think how he thinks. He want to give these people these fairy tales. Like that's a white man. When they talked about the Epstein files, them was white people. Y'all makes no sense. Especially Anton. But he's for the white people. I understand. It is what it is. That's how you feel.
A black woman to you?
Are you independent? What do you?
I'm a Republican.
You didn't know that?
I'm a I'm a straight up Republican. And matter of fact, people need to really understand their history because Republicans were the party of black people.
Argument. That is the stupidest argument in here.
And Drew Babadi is right. But in the meantime, between time, yes, we were Republicans back in I want to say in the 1800s, like the late 1800s, whatever. You know what I'm saying? We were. My grandma, like, I learned a lot of my stuff from my grandma. I didn't learn it from the books. My grandma said, I ain't gonna lie, my grandma said, we was kings and queens and we got punished. That's why we end up becoming slaves. I mean, if y'all not watching this, You can really go into my comments and, you know what I'm saying, express y'all feelings if y'all not here. But that's what my grandma told me. And you know what I'm saying, but I guess my grandma said we didn't treat each other like how we wasn't treated like how we are, you know what I'm saying, when we were slaves in, you know what I'm saying, I want to say 16, 1700s. I'm not for sure. But that's what my grandma told me. And yes, Anton is right. We were Republicans before we was Democrats. But y'all was on, and then the Democrats was like, we fuck with y'all, so we end up becoming Democrats. Dummy.
History. Yes, Abraham Lincoln was a Republican. The Republican Party played a pivotal role in freeing the slavery and Dixiecrats in the early 19th. Huge ideological switch that happened between the Republicans and Democrats, which started around the 1930s, where Democrats embraced black people's fight for civil rights. New Deal era, 1930s. Franklin D. Roosevelt's Democratic Party introduced social safety nets, appealing to working class and minority groups, started a shift in Democratic coalitions. The Democratic Party's national embrace of civil rights legislation, like the Civil Rights Act of 1964, alienated many white Southern Democrats, pushing them towards the Republican Party, began to attract conservatives. In essence, the party swapped their original stronghold and their core basis of support, with the Democrats becoming a party for civil rights and social liberalism, and the Republicans evolving into a party of conservatism. So if Anton and all these other black conservatives' justification of being Republicans is that they were the party that freed the slaves, they were also the party that were violently opposed to black people having civil rights. So you look at those old films and see black people marching and protesting, getting sprayed with hoses, dogs sticked on them, hit with canes, stuff thrown at them when they were trying to integrate schools. That by large was being done by white Republicans that these black conservatives are now grifting for.
It's the original party of black people.
Okay, let me say this. And Jube Almighty is right. But what I want to say is, if y'all want us to go back Republican, which I'll never think is gonna happen, you gotta get more black people who understand what black people in the hood is going through. And you know what I'm saying? Like, come on, bro, like, and take the money that we have a little bit, because we not rich like the rich. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's how you're gonna get Republicans back over there. But I don't see that happening. That's why they stand in Democrat, because they sure, like, bro, we're gonna take from the richer, and we're gonna, you know what I'm saying, take a little from the poorer or the middle class. You know what I'm saying? So Anton don't know what the fuck he's talking about. He's rich, so he don't care. Let me tell you something, and I said this before. If the internet shut down right now, Anton have shit for Corey. If the internet shut down, bro, he still have money coming in. Why? Because he's a traveling comedian. Like, bro, I don't care how much money Anton, as much as, I don't care what nobody say. Maybe I need to look it up, but he don't have as much as Corey has. Like I said, I've been watching Corey since I was like a little kid, like I was a teenager. Let's go.
They were the slaves. Lincoln was a straight up Republican. That we're Christians. It means that we don't fuck with that gay shit. I'm telling you what it says.
You don't fuck with the backdoor shit.
It's so aggravating that Corey is sitting up here laughing counterpoint. This is very frustrating to watch if you know any of these things that I'm about, to see somebody not counter his argument.
No.
I'm on the streets. I've been pulled over by the or the ICE agents.
You in LA. I'm in Detroit.
And I want to say this, Jude. I'm gonna play another clip from Oshay Jackson after you. and I can't think of his co-host right now. Like I only been watching them for a couple of months, like 3-4 months. So I forgot his co-host is a dude, but he say some stuff that like really penetrated my mind. Like, so let's go.
I'm in the blackest city in the United States of America. I can move anywhere I want to go. I choose to stay in the core, choose to participate in my neighborhood. I employ over 50 people. I put my money in my community with my people.
That's dope. He definitely deserves.
And I understand that that's what's up. That's what's up. Whatever. But I've been doing my research on Detroit. Y'all have blocks and blocks. Do you hear me? Blocks and blocks of empty homes. So, because you employed them, sometimes I don't think that means a lot because me and her has the same name. Her name is Letitia. I forgot her last name, but she ended up going to it. She was, she was a church person. She went to church, whatever. You know what I'm saying? The church bought buildings to put their people in and don't charge them as much. Like, bro, that's dope to me. You gotta make some type of profit off your building. Don't get me wrong, but she was like, I love where I stay. I pay less than what I'm paying here. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what a real. Let's go.
Applause for that, but based on his anti-blackness, I wonder if he actually employs black Americans. And when he's saying my people, who is he talking about? Because he refused to even say he was black early.
So when we talk
again, like if y'all go look, it's blocks and blocks of like abandoned buildings, abandoned houses. So if you making that type of money, talk about you staying in, you know what I'm saying, in Detroit. Like, bro, why you not, refurnishing them houses if you making that much money? That's just how I feel. I've been refurnishing like block to block to block. I mean, if I'm going to get, like, you can't be on the internet for the rest of your life. I've been trying to get revenue off my money. I will put it in Detroit. All them blocks and blocks and blocks that nobody stays in, man, I will put them in section. Like, bro, I don't care if they fuck them up, but it'll be in Section 8, and I'll make them pay a certain price for their security deposit. I'm not playing that. Like, bro, you're not thinking of a mindset. You talk about you employ 50 people when you can be making so much money and talking about I stay in Detroit. Then help Detroit out. Because y'all ain't doing shit out there. Let's make that clear. Detroit look like a ghost town.
Talking about being in the streets, that don't count to me. I don't
Well,
hear
that's
that
what
shit.
should count.
I don't hear
because
that.
in the streets where the people live that you help, they could get pulled over and shot by. Investigation will be said, but here's the truth. We know, I believe you know this already. When the cops shoot you, ain't nothing you.
Oh my God, this is so crazy.
I can understand Ants are frustrated at this point, because what point is Corey even trying to make? I don't get it.
Do you think that's wrong what I said?
This is so insane.
Is that what I said?
And I understand where Juba coming from, and but I understand where Corey coming from too, because Corey's coming from a mindset of what he's been through or what his peeps been through. That's why he said what he said. He might don't have as much knowledge as Anton, but Anton don't have all the knowledge either. So he's just going by bits and specks of what the fuck he's talking about. Corey is just going by life experience, if that makes sense to anyone.
See, I said when the cops shoot you, ain't nothing you can do about it.
Is that a lie? This is so insane.
But you didn't answer it. Like,
I'm gonna answer your question.
Okay.
I'm gonna answer your question. It depends. And the interesting thing about it is this. The majority of the people, because you like to use a blanket statement.
Anton's been using none but blanket statement and generalisms the whole time he's been on this podcast.
It's like me saying
Facts.
all black people are stupid.
You just said black people are racist. That's a general statement.
Well, have you said all white people stupid?
No,
You should say.
And let me say this, shout out to Oshay Du Jackson. He showed a clip months ago that he did say black people are stupid. I don't understand that. Because you ain't said it right now, but you said it back in the day. I don't understand the internet. The internet will never lose, bro. You said that. So now you mad that Corey coming at you about
Say
that?
that one time
talking about
because
cops.
it's easy to say
not
all black
gonna
people are
like
stupid as an example. Say something about the white people.
No. You're not.
I don't think you got
people all the time.
He do not. His whole page is black fatigue, black this, black that. I have never seen one critical thing that Anton Daniels has said about a white conservative. He'll go in on white Democrats, sure, but he's never talked negative about a white conservative at all.
hear you. Can you tell me?
And that's crazy because he don't do it. Who else I looked at? Stevie Knight don't do it. The Hodge twins don't do it. And Fresh and Fit don't do it. And what kills me about Fit, not Fresh, but Fit, I've been watching him, and he goes to the all white panels. I forgot, goddamn Clubhouse, and they shit on you every time, and you still take your ass over like a dummy. Y'all some dumb motherfuckers.
I talk about liberal white women literally being the biggest enemy of the United States of America. That's the thing I say every single day.
Caucasian female, the biggest enemy.
Liberal women are the worst thing that ever happened to this country.
What about their men?
But you keep trying to get me to qualify it by participating and joining in on the court.
No, I think you're doing what's easy.
No. I'm doing what's real.
Facts. He's doing what's easy because that conservative grift is a bag. We know that.
I think you don't want to go against them because if you go against them in video and you going against them, and when I say them, I'm talking about your boss.
I don't have a boss.
He can be his own man, have his own companies, and that's good. But having a black face and grifting two white conservatives is what gets him paid.
But here's the truth.
I don't have a boss.
It's a reason you go after black males or black people, white males. What are white males responsible for in this country as the downfall
I'm
of
an equal
it?
accountability smoke giver.
He will side with immigrants, he will side with white conservatives, and he will shit on the black community all day and night, but praise everybody else.
I talk about everybody.
Yeah, I ain't heard.
Facts, Jube Almighty. Facts, Corey. Like, bro, you're mad because Corey put you out there and you don't like it. Like, let me say this. What I don't understand about these content creators, because you have a big following, that don't mean everybody has to, you know what I'm saying? I don't care if the person, you might get interviewed or you interviewing, don't, you know what I'm saying, really watch your content. But in the meantime, between time, the people who do watch your content, they give you these utmost in praise. And then when you get on somebody else's page, you feel like you're supposed to get that same, you know what I'm saying, that same thing. No, it doesn't work that way. Motherfuckers call you out on your shit. Just talk your shit and swallow your spit, bro. For real.
Talk about white men
Well, you
since
ain't
you've been up here.
You ain't been listening.
I've been listening to you.
No, you haven't.
I hear you
You don't
taking
have-
it.
You don't have the capacity to be able to listen because you're too busy.
No. You got me
No.
wrong.
You too busy.
My
Because if
capacity,
that's the case-
that you just criticized, that's an opinion. Here's the fact. Have you said something about Caucasian males and how they
Absolutely.
destroy this nation? Well, what did I miss?
Let's slow down.
Not said one negative thing about racist white people, slave owners, and anytime something was brought up, white people anti-deflected to all white people racist. What slavery? Africans sold other Africans to you.
Facts. Let me say this. I used to be I used to be subscribed to Anton. You know what I'm saying? But you know what I'm saying? I didn't like what he was saying, so I unsubscribed to him. I didn't like his panels. I didn't like none of that. You know what I'm saying? For a while, I used to watch it a lot because I was working. You know what I'm saying? Overnight at that time, so they would be basically the only people at that time would be on. And this was back in what were you 26? I want to say 2021, 2022. But I think I want to say 2023 or 4. I had unsubscribed to him because, like, bro, you're not gonna fuck up my mindset. Like, bro, I know I'm black. You know what I'm saying? Like, I try my best to be, you know what I'm saying, a law-abiding citizen. I have never been in trouble. Well, I've been in trouble one time when I was 20, but that was it. You know what I'm saying? I will be 48 this year. Like, bro, no.
Europeans. Oh, black people are the most racist people on this earth.
Talking loud, but you're not saying a lot.
No, you talking loud, talking around. What did the Caucasian male do to America to bring it down?
I'm not getting into that.
You dancing around it. And that's why I lose respect for you when you start dancing and kissing Caucasian males' ass.
But I don't.
In front of me because I'm not an ass kisser of nobody.
Yes, you are. Suck the of black people right now.
That's crazy.
And let me say this. Anton, you do. You don't see it that way, but you do. And you're saying that Corey is sucking the D of black people. He's black. And I know he don't mean by sucking the D, but he's black. He's gonna talk about black issues. He's from the south side of Chicago. He's black. The majority of the south side is black. The west side is black. I grew up in the Midwest in Maywood, Illinois. You could walk to the west side of Chicago, black. You feel me? Half of Bellwood, Illinois, black. These the suburbs. Schaumburg, black. Come on, man. What you talking about? You don't know what the fuck you're talking about. Let's go.
They said you are an ass kisser. You're kissing white people's ass, which is 100% accurate because that's what Anton does. And instead of Anton able to respond with a counterpoint, it goes straight to insults. That's the type of shit you can catch the beach for.
You doing the easy shit. What you do? Let me tell you what you do.
Nah, let me tell you something, homie. I don't suck.
Yeah, you do.
Do. So fix
you doing
that.
it right now.
I don't suck.
You doing it right now.
Homie, believe me when I tell you, I don't do that. I don't do that.
Listen.
So don't come at me with no sucky shit.
I'm gonna give you the same energy you give me.
Let's switch seats.
I'm with it.
Homie, I don't do no sucky.
Let me tell you this. That's why I respect Corey. Like, bro, he told her to move. If y'all heard what she said, she's like, I'm not moving. He made her move to get in his face. Like, bro, I don't care how old Corey Hogan is over Anton. Like, bro, you're not going to be saying I sucking D on black. Like, and I know what he means, but in the meantime, between time, he putting the black people out there. It is what it is. He give people who's, you know what I'm saying, in the positive light, he gives them in the positive light. Bro, what is your problem? He's not like you. He talks about everybody. You don't talk about everybody. You only talk about the black people. I do talk about the white people, the Democrat. Like, bro, you make no sense. I don't care if you're a Republican. Yes, black people were Republicans back in the day. Matter of fact, I think I have a story about that It's not a long story, but I didn't, you know what I'm saying? I've been learning about certain things or whatever. But bro, you're an immigrant. I don't give a fuck what you saying. Corey was born and raised in the south on the south side of Chicago. So yeah, y'all might don't understand like Corey going by his life experience. You going by the book. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nothing wrong with Corey going by his life experience because I totally understand that part. You can't get mad at him, Anton, because you're dumb. Because you wanna, you know what I'm saying, follow up people who don't who wouldn't fuck with you in the time or day, bro. For real, for real.
At this point right here, this is what the podcast just should have ended. Because you're not going to disrespect me on my podcast. You're not going to make me act out of character. You're not going to take me to a place where I got to put my hands on you and lose my career. Catch it in the podcast right there.
I'm a motherfucking man. I don't do no sucky shit.
I don't give a fuck about nothing.
Well, I tell you what, watch that sucking shit, because that'll go bad.
Call it what you want.
I don't do no sucking.
You say a lot of shit that I don't fuck with either. You
okay, but that gay shit, you
I don't give a fuck about what you talk
Hey, homie, I tell you what.
I'm right here.
Don't put no suck shit. Don't put no sucking shit on me, nigga.
I'm from Detroit.
Say I suck it again.
I'm right here.
There's no point in Corey telling him to say it again when he heard it the first time.
Now I'm gonna respect you.
Dance around it.
And I understand what Juba's saying, but us from Chicago, say it again. We gonna knock you the motherfucking out. We gonna knock you fucking out, bro. Like, bro, say it again. I don't care if you did just say it one time. Say it again. Let me show you how boss I'm up. Say it again, for sure. I ain't even mad at Corey. For real.
No. I
don't do no sucking shit.
I'm gonna respect you because it's your platform, and I'm out here to have a conversation. But you're not forcing up on me.
Good. I did already. I don't do
Put the microphone right down. Right now, I'm going up.
But let me tell you this. I'm from Chicago too, so like, bro, I don't care if you did or didn't say it. I mean, if you said it and then you apologize for it and then you try to throw slick shots, I'm gonna keep bringing that shit up, bro. And maybe in a different format, but I will keep bringing it up. Because, like, bro, I feel like you bitching me now. Like, bro, you might have said it, then you try to apologize for it, but then you, I ain't going for none of that, bro. Not at all.
Sir, no, sir. Homie, you just running your mouth.
I'm not running my
I don't like Anton Daniels. I don't agree with what he is. 100% anti-black. Anton sees where this is going and told him he can come outside and run a fade.
A lot of shit to me today that I don't fuck with either, but I let that shit ride because you don't know me. You wild shit, especially with regards to how would it call this nigga out his name? Nigga, I'm telling you that you did. You can't tell me how I get disrespected.
Hold on, we just getting loud. I ain't getting loud.
Then don't switch seats.
No, this is my show. This is my show.
That's cool, but I take that shit as a threat.
Okay.
I mean, yeah, what's the point of switching seats if you're not going to do nothing? What's the point of getting closer? Definitely seemed like he was raising the temperature by switching seats and getting in Anton's face. So why do all that if somebody tells you to step outside if you're not going to do it?
It is a threat.
And let me say this, I gotta disagree with you, Almighty, right? Like, bro, I got close to you to get in your motherfucking face to let you know what it is. Let me say this because I didn't watch this video. Anton got up. Talk about let's go outside. Like, if you really want to do something, could have did it then. Then you sat your ass back down, talk your shit, then got back up and left. What we doing? Like, let me tell you something. Little story time, niggas. I had this girl. No, since I've been out here for 10 years. 11 years. And ended up finding out the female had messed with my significant other who I brought out here from a different state. We was together for about 7.5 years. So, ended up finding out, I asked her, You know what I'm saying? She didn't lie to me. So I respected her for that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can't be mad at you because she was like, yeah, I didn't know y'all was, he told me y'all had broken up, da 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 da, whatever. I ain't tripping. So then her baby daddy comes out here. And her baby daddy's about the same height as me, or a little bit taller. I'm only 5 even. He was just a cool ass person. I just get along with people. So she told everybody, you know what I'm saying? At this time I was homeless. And she told everybody I was at the park. You know what I'm saying? Trying to holler at her baby daddy. I was like, what? Why would you? You know what I'm saying? Like, so I ain't gonna lie. I was gonna beat her motherfucking ass. And the reason I'm bringing this story up, like, I was gonna beat her ass. I waited at the park for a whole 2.5 weeks. To the point I'm like, bro, I'm so done trying. Like, bro, you don't want this smoke. So I'm not gonna sit here and, you know what I'm saying, right. I'm not doing none of that. You can tell you a bitch ass nigga. Like, she stayed, like, a half a block away from the park. She used to bring her kids there all the time until that happened. And you know what I'm saying? Like, where I stayed in a shelter at that time. I stayed in a DV shelter. Domestic, come on, bro. Let's make this make sense. I stayed in a domestic violence shelter. The man said you was getting on his nerve. He was sleeping at the park. And he was like, you know what I'm saying? Are you going to cook something? I'm like, I ain't got no problem. What you want? He was like, can you cook me something? I ain't have a problem with that. My grandma used to do the same thing for my friends and my her kids, friends, and all of that. So I didn't have a problem with that. I'm like, I'll come to the park. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna fry some chicken. I'm away from my kids. We're gonna come to the park. I fry him some chicken. She get mad and say I'm having sex with him. Like, bro, I don't get down like you. You had sex with my ex. I didn't have sex with yours. The fuck?
You calling me sucking? I don't suck, my nigga.
Man, fuck what you talking about.
I don't suck.
You want to get back to the conversation? Ain't no, because you ain't gonna do shit. Because you're not gonna do shit.
Come at me with that. Say I suck again, nigga.
We can go out back right now.
Fuck I am.
We can go out back right now. I'm with it. You don't say that shit. We can go out back.
Let me tell you something, homie.
My thing is, why you gotta go in the back? Again, Corey did not leave his seat until his microphone fell on the floor. I don't care what nobody say. Because I was in a situation like that. Like, a person was talking shit to me. I was sitting in the chair. She was talking shit and she was wrong. But she sat in, you know what I'm saying, talking shit to me and not in a chair. Like, bro, if you want this smoke, let's do it. I ain't trying to be funny. Let's do it. My thing is, at that time, we didn't have cameras on us. So, like, bro, you could have did what you wanted to do, but you mad because you lied on me and got caught. And I told you about yourself. But you think I was going to kiss your ass? Yeah, you got me fucked up.
I ain't got to go out back right now, because we got to go out back to lead this motherfucker. But I'm saying that sucking shit, watch that. That's all I'm saying.
I'm not listening to none of that shit, bro.
Here, nigga.
I'm not listening to none of that shit.
It shouldn't have escalated that quickly, but Anton definitely did cross the line. But if you're going to get in somebody's face and talk, selling wolf tickets, if you're not going to go outside when they say let's go outside.
You not that tough.
Is that it? They had to take.
I disagree with him, Jube Almighty. Let me tell you something. If a motherfucker, this is how I grew up. And I'm not, I mean, Corey, maybe, give or take, we might be 10 years apart. But I grew up in Chicago. I grew up in the suburbs. Regardless of anything, like, bro, if we gonna get it, we finna do it on or off this motherfucking camera. Like, bro, Anton might be saying a totally different thing because he got money involved and he don't want to do the lawsuit or nothing. But I don't think Corey cared about none of that shit. Like, bro, you gonna do your thing, you gonna do your thing. Like, bro, when you got up, I ain't gonna lie, if I would have got up, I would have gave you a two-piece nugget. Cause you was still sitting down. Talk about let's go in the back. Fuck all of that shit. We're not going in the back. We finna fight. Right now, on or off camera. And all they're gonna do is cut it off. The fuck? We talking about?
Intermission to try to restore order. But you can tell by their faces, they're over this. Don't want to be there. They most likely want to put hands on each other. So it's like, why just end the podcast?
That's not true, because I know some good Caucasian
teachings
white
of
men.
Jesus.
And I know some Caucasian white men.
Okay, so look, check this out. This is what I listen.
Everything respectful.
Listen. This is what I'm saying. The reason I don't have a lot of people up here at the show is because I know a lot of people aren't initiated when it comes to talking to men of a certain mind state. I don't believe you knew what you was doing when you said something about sucking, brother. I apologize. Okay. Hey, bro, I appreciate that.
He wasn't letting that go. But you can see it on his face. He was deeply bothered by that. And Anton just apologized.
I appreciate that. So, the last thing I want to do is get it.
Yeah, he might apologize, but it's like certain things Anton keeps saying that makes Corey go back to that. And I'm saying that because that's how I am as well. You know what I'm saying? I'm being Chicago. And like, let me tell you another story. Like, I was sitting outside. I was working with it was two of us working at the same time. So shout out to Tara. She usually be on my channel, but she ain't been on here because she don't work for our company no more. But in the meantime, between time, we was just sitting outside smoking a cigarette, talking shit, and this dude asked us something. And I totally forgot what he said. He was like, I can't stand you motherfuckers what he say, from Seattle. Now, my girl Tara's from Indiana. I am from Chicago. You know what I'm saying? I'm Illinois. She's from Indiana, I'm from Illinois. So we looked at each other like, hey, fuck these niggas from Seattle. What are we talking about? Like, bro, what? I don't get it.
Into it with you physically, but I have a switch.
I do too. I'm a man, just like
I respect your switch. I respect your switch.
you too.
Okay, good. I'm glad, brother. It ain't no fake it right here.
Absolutely, I'm with it.
We straight. I respect your switch, brother.
That was a I don't fuck with you handshake, but at least they did. At least they did it. They tried to bury the hatchet right there.
I'm saying, like, a lot of people don't, the way I was brought up, you can't step to men like that. So I'm
people for the podcast. If you going to keep the podcast going and move on and actually have a conversation, Corey got to let it go. He brought it back up after somebody tried to change the topic, got an apology from Anton, shook hands. It's like, all right, it's dead. Let's move on. But Corey can't let it go.
I'm checking you. I'm just trying to let you know.
We good.
I could get back straight. We just, when I said your ass, it wasn't phony. Anton, my mind is set up when people do things like throw the when people throw that at you, it's a set off.
And that's why I said
you say I don't walk under the code?
No, you're hypocritical. I told you that to your face.
The whole world a hypocrite, but what are you talking about?
No, you're a hypocrite. You're a hypocrite when it comes when it comes to specifically you moving by a code.
I don't understand what you're saying.
Because you think that you can say what you want to say when you want to say it, and that people are supposed to respect the way that you move, but I don't think that you move the way that you're supposed to anyway.
I want this thing to be studied.
I'm not trying to be funny, but Anton is the same way, especially in his Discord. He want everybody to agree what he's talking about. Come on, man. I don't like when people do this. It makes me so mad. Like, bro, you want to talk about, okay, if Corey do that, right? Like, bro, you do the same thing. You do the same thing. That's why I stopped this. Like, bro, every time when I looked around, everybody was agreeing with you. Everybody was agreeing with you. Like, bro, some of your facts or statements, never came on your platform. But like, bro, I was looking at them. Like, bro, you sound dumb as fuck, bro. Shut up.
Because here's the truth. Brother Anton is talking about every white man. Study this episode.
Shout out to the
shit on Caucasian males.
Shout out to the
shit on
I'm not gonna shit on nobody.
You shitted on black people.
Shitted on black people for sure.
You shitted on motherfuckers.
I feel like I shitted on you. To your face.
Shitting on me. I feel like
I ain't gonna say he shitting on Corey, but you did. You shitted on black people. You kept saying we're dumb, we're lazy. Like, bro, what are we talking about? We're Neanderthal, you know what I'm saying? Neander, whatever. I never could say the word. But, you know what I'm saying? Like, bro, but you happen to do the same thing. Like, the stuff you say you don't do, you did it on this channel. You did it with Corey. Makes no sense. Help me understand what you're talking about. Cause you on some BS.
You talking shit again.
I'm not talking shit. I'm telling you.
Careful.
I'm telling you.
You shitted on me to my face, but that shit will lead to some danger.
Will we please stop the
trust me.
The tough talk. I got security. You got security.
Homie, I ain't got security. Them my people.
Cool. Them your
You gotta
people.
hire a motherfucker to be with you.
Absolutely. I'm always gonna hire somebody.
You better.
100%.
How you be talking?
Stop talking tough. Stop talking.
Homie, you
just.
I ain't trying to be funny. He's right. Like, bro, you don't even like black people. You talk crap, and then you got the nerve to say, I'm still in my community. You're not helping your community. You might help 50 people get a job. 50 people over how many blocks and blocks and blocks that has no residency? What are we talking about? You making all this money instead of you taking blocks and blocks and blocks, fixing them up. I don't care if you gotta put them. Let me say this: all black people is not good black people. You know what I'm saying? Any race has their good and bad people, right? But you really not doing like. I watch it all the time. All the time, bro. Like, Detroit is a beautiful city. And you talk about you employ 50 people. And the reason I bring this up, again, I was talking about it earlier. Had this lady named Letitia. She went to this church. They end up buying buildings to put their people in. And charge them a little less rent. Like, what we doing? He makes no sense.
I'm not talking tough. I'm talking to you straight up.
Why are you so...
You said you disrespected me in my face.
The fact is, Corey never recovered from the dick sucker. They tried to move on, and it keeps about to pull it back. To his credit, as a man, he did apologize and try to move on several times, but Corey just cannot move on from it.
So I am telling you that I disrespected you if that's the way you felt. Is that not what you said? You said that out of your tongue. I apologize. When you said
no, the reason you said you disrespected me in my face
because you don't accept the apology because you
still talking about everybody else except yourself and white men.
I'm telling you what I said. You felt offended by it, so I apologize. All I'm doing is rehashing a conversation that happened. Why are you so easily offended?
You still talking about me? It sounds like I'm arguing
because I'm right.
See, I'll be around and they tell me about myself all the time. Be gone.
No.
That shit don't hurt no feelings. It's probably better this way.
That was bound to happen. I think Corey was always going to get his get back because he was so triggered by what Anton.
Let me say this. He was triggered about that G sucking thing. But in the meantime, between time, he should have never said that to, like, bro, a straight guy from Chicago, they do not play that shit. They will keep going back and back, regardless of y'all. We apologize for it. Bro, you will still feel the flame and fire from it.
I said to him.
Because I just proved my point.
Be down. So you proved the point.
You're hypocritical.
Homie, just.
But let me say this. You see how Anton was standing up? He called you, Anton, he called you a bitch. And your people a bitch. Bro, that's the time you could have gave him a 2-piece nugget. A 6-piece nugget. You didn't do shit. Because you weren't about that. Because of your money. You care about that money more than anything.
Gone, man.
Ain't nothing wrong with it,
Gone,
though.
man.
You
gone.
hypocrite. I'm out the jet.
You done did this before.
He's hypocritical.
Get your bitch ass to...
And
Hey, homie.
All right, I'm out.
Get your bitch.
And that's my thing. When I watched this whole thing, Corey said they had an inter-reaction before this. And it didn't go well. If it didn't go well, I don't care if Corey did ask you to come back on there, Anton, you didn't have to go back on there. Y'all already had disagreements. If y'all watched the whole thing on 5150, he did say they had a interreaction back in the day before this one. And they didn't agree on a lot of things. So what we talking about?
Ass the fuck on. And walk over there with your bodyguard and your bitch, nigga. Walk over there with your bodyguard and your bitch.
You proved my point.
I got shit to do. Up here, dog, that you ain't finna stand on.
So I know Anton is married. I guess Corey is now alluding to him bringing the side piece up to the studio and on the show.
And go get you a bodyguard. Nigga be to slap the shit out your ass. I got shit to do. I ain't follow that nigga out the door.
Glad somebody finally checked Anton on that weirdo sellout shit he be on. Corey shouldn't have declined if they both stood on business, though. But then again, Anton knew he had security, so I can see why Corey ain't step out there. It's good to not get tricked out of your bag if you. Corey went out like a hoe right here because he started all this.
I don't started nothing. He said what everybody else say. You suck, like you always. Bro, come on now. I want everybody to pay attention to what Corey and Jube Almighty saying. Bro, look at this man catalog. Where is any white people he really talking about that's not on his side, that's not a Republican? Or like, bro, regardless of anything, just look at his catalog. He don't have no, he's not, bro, you sound dumb as hell. I don't know who you are. And Corey didn't go out like a hoe. Master student, he did not go out like a hoe, bro. He was smart. Like, bro, if motherfuckers want to do something, they could have did it on live, regardless. If they really wanted to do something, if it was that serious. Motherfuckers don't give a fuck about no goddamn cameras. Let's make that clear. You sound dumb as fuck.
It's chaos, and when he had the opportunity to box, he copped the plea. Very true. I really did think this was going to be a good conversation, a good discussion of two opposing ideologies and worldviews. But after the insult started, Anton got triggered, then he triggered Corey, and Corey was never a thing. And Corey was able to call out Anton Daniels on what he does, which is attacking the black community and nobody else, especially not white conservatives. But I do think he wasn't able to articulate those points as good as he needed to debate somebody like Anton. But shout out to my channel members. Thank you so much.
But let me say this as well, Jube Almighty. And what you brought in this stream, Anton don't know what the fuck he's talking about either. If you want to be clear, he don't know what he's talking about, but he want to go about what he think because he an immigrant, so he wouldn't understand. Bush show.
Do you know? Listen. Corey is.
By now, we all know what happened on the Corey Holcomb pulled up. There was a guy seemed to be backing down, and it in chaos with Anton Daniels electing to leave instead of finishing the conversation or coming up with their own takes and what happened. But Anton Daniels is still of what he felt happened on the podcast. But not only is he going on to his own social media, and by the way, Corey Holcomb has not talked about this ever since that day, and this is important. Anton Daniels is
facts. I think Corey they had that discussion. I know he's gonna bring it back up, but he hasn't. That makes you a bitch, bro, Anton. Again, let me say this. If the internet goes away right now, how much money Anton will have compared to Corey? Corey been out here since before the internet. This man is a legend. Bro, you're dumb as fuck, bro. Okay, he might not have the some, I ain't gonna say all, because you still don't understand either because you're an immigrant. Have some book smarts compared to what Corey has when it comes down to street smarts. Bro, you dumb as fuck. If you don't have, let me say this, and I say this all the time. I love Corey. I've been watching him since the 90s. But in the meantime, between time, if you don't have book or street smart together, to me, you got a lot of learning to do from each one. You know what I'm saying? But you can't tell that to Anton because he don't like black people. So
showing up to other people's podcasts saying things like this.
It was we was right there. We could have got it in. What is there to talk about?
Yeah.
And for the people that may say, I came your city in your studio, no disrespectful. What are we talking about? This wasn't online. I'm talking right there to your face.
Yes.
All right, so I want to deal with this whole situation because people like Corey Holcomb, a Neanderthal, he has said that, black people are not that smart and they are emotional. The problem with Anton Daniels' framework is this.
Black people, they emotional. They emotional. They can't hold that shit in.
So blacks are emotional, okay? That's what you say. They can't handle these kind of conversations. But you admitted right now that you went on his podcast, you knew he was disrespectful. So then I'm going to come back and ask Anton respectfully, why did you go? You're the one that's always saying that blacks are emotional. In this case, Neanderthals, or certain people are Neanderthals, rather. Let me say that. Then you go on to the podcast. Why? Because you knew that this would end up being explosive and be talking about it. Because if he was really a person that was not on your level, you would not go. All right? So then you're talking about the fact that you confronted him and you were willing to do whatever. Here's the problem with that.
And that's why I lose respect for you when you start dancing and kissing Caucasian males' ass.
But I don't.
Don't do that in front of me because I'm not an ass kisser of nobody.
Yes, you suck black people right now. You doing the easy shit. What you do, let me tell you what you do.
Nah.
That's crazy because nobody tells you outside of your circumference, your cover, your pillow, that's what you are, bro. And then you want to get mad and say he sucked the man's D because I don't know how he does that because he's really rough with the black people. I would, you know what I'm saying? Like, and then, you know what I'm saying? He rough with the black. Let me say this. Corey is rough with everybody. I don't care what it, what nationality you prefer. He's hard with everybody. It is what it is. You're just mad because he called you out on your bullshit and you don't like it. I don't understand how you still stand in Detroit and you making it, making a big thing. You stand in Detroit, but y'all, again, you're a millionaire, but y'all have blocks and blocks and blocks that you know you can pay for in such with little money, little penny money. You know what I'm saying? And turn it into whatever. You know what I'm saying? And then you want to say I employ 50 people. Okay, but y'all still have blocks and blocks and blocks of nobody staying there. Y'all barely have anybody staying. Detroit is a beautiful city. If you know what I'm saying, refurbish or what? You know what I'm saying? Like, what are we talking about? So you don't even know about your own city. You're just saying that bullshit just to be saying it.
Let me tell you something, homie. I don't suck.
Yeah,
I don't
you do.
suck
Yeah,
dick.
you do.
So
You
fix
doing
that.
it right now.
I don't.
You doing it right now.
Homie, believe me when I tell you. I don't
Believe me
do
when I
that.
tell you.
I don't do that.
Listen.
So don't come at me with this shit.
I'm gonna give you the same
Let's
energy
switch
you give me.
Let's
Listen,
switch
listen.
seats.
No.
Let's switch seats.
I'm with it.
Homie, I don't do no sucking shit. I'm a man. I don't do this shit.
I don't care what nobody say. He might have had old girl move, but he's all in his face, and he did call him a B. Like, bro, that's how we get down, bro. Like, call us a B. You know what I'm saying? We'll give you maybe that. We'll let you slide with that first one. That second one, you get your ass whipped, bro. For real, for real. I ain't gonna lie. Say we D-sucking us, you know what I'm saying, man. Say it again. We all up in there. Let's go.
Give about none.
Well, I tell you what. Watch that fucking shit, cause that'll go bad.
Call it what you want.
I don't do no fucking.
You say a lot of shit that I don't. What do you
But
talk about?
that shit. Oh, you go. Hey, homie, I tell.
So I'm playing this clip because it's important to the conversation. Anton Daniels says that Corey Holcomb sucks the dick of black people. So let me just give my honest opinion on this. Anton Daniels is not implying that Corey Holcomb is a homosexual. Corey saying you be sucking the ass of white people, and he just took it one step further. So to be honest, Corey Holcomb started this exchange first, and he just took it one step further.
I totally agree with you, but the difference is Anton, you're black. I don't care if you're not from this country, you're still black. And he's just telling the truth. Like, bro, look at Anton catalog. Like, you can look at a lot of people catalog, like the Hodge twins, Stevie Knight. Like, they don't talk about nobody but black people. That makes no sense. Or the white people who's trying to help the black people. Let's go.
fair, Anton Daniels would not have said that if Corey Holcomb would not have said that. Corey Holcomb at a certain part in that conversation aggressive than maybe he should have been, and that's just me looking at what they're trying to accomplish with something that's intellectual. But as you can see here, Corey Holcomb did make an aggressive move. He changed positions from where he was to come to sit directly by Anton Daniels, and then he challenges Anton Daniels to say that he sucks D again. Anton Daniels refuses to make that same statement again, and the reason why Anton Daniels most likely did not make that statement again, because I'm almost 3,000% sure if he had made that statement again, this would have happened.
Let me be very clear. I want to be very, very clear.
He would have got his ass whooped. Come on, Oshay. Shout out to Oshay Dude Jackson. He would have got his ass whooped. That's why he said, say it again. Put his motherfucking microphone down. It hit the ground. Anton got up. Like, bro, if you know what I'm saying? He called him a bitch. Anton got up. Like, bro, I don't know. Like, and he called him a bitch, and I guess the female he was with a bitch, and like he said, you got security guards. Again, why Corey would say that? Because the talking stands you make, bro. Talk about you still stay in Detroit. I just don't get that. If you stay in Detroit, hey, it is what it is. But like, you must be the only house from blocks and blocks and blocks. That's how I feel. Because like, bro, you can't be staying there unless you stay in the penthouse or something. I don't see that. Especially how they keep talking about how lower and lower Detroit is going. So you talk about you know what I'm saying, you employ 50 people when y'all got, it's houses that need to be furnished and you can, like, bro, make money off of it and you're a millionaire? Shut up. You sound dumb as fuck.
I want you to hear it from me directly. I would have beat the shit out.
Now, I'm not trying to say that Corey Holcomb was the punch. I'm not trying to.
If you was gonna beat his ass, you should have did something when you stood up. That Corey sat in that motherfucking chair. Regardless. He might have been talking shit to you in your face. The brother never got out the chair only until his mic hit the floor. And then he was like, yeah, Corey was shaking. I shake too. Because I really want to beat your ass, but I'm thinking like, bro, I don't know my consequences. Corey already been sued over having somebody on his podcast. Like, bro, you got to think about all of that shit. But in the meantime, between time, you talking all this shit. If you didn't have this internet, you wouldn't be nobody. Corey, without this internet, he would still make money. Please make that make sense.
He was going to slap Anton. I'm not trying to say that he was going to, but it is certain to understand. Corey Holcomb is a much bigger man than Anton Daniels. This is not to say that Anton Daniels cannot fight, or Anton Daniels is scary, but what it does is he basically...
I don't care about Corey being bigger than Anton. It's about, like, bro, your mouth. Or what you're saying. Or you don't agree with me. You want to talk shit. So when I come underward, it's a different... If I come underground, make that make sense. Oh, my roast is done. Hold on. I'm going to play this.
Basically removes himself from the imminent danger, and to get up and say, let's go outside while you're going outside, is not giving this opportunity for a person to make a strike. So you didn't just sit there and say, you suck D again. You didn't say that. If you did say that and then he didn't do anything about it, then we could maybe talk a little bit more trash. And I'm not trying to say that Anton Daniels was scary, because there was plenty of times where he was, right there. He wasn't moving. So we give you that respect. But this is the problem that I have with Anton.
Corey would have got the shit beat out of him. Corey would have got the shit beat out of him.
So all it is, I would have beat the S out of Corey. I would have did this. I would have did that. And again, if you from Northern California, if you from the Bay, these are wolf tickets, okay? And the reason why I'm saying it's wolf tickets is because you're going around to everybody's podcast, weighing in on it. You calling into the Angry Man Show. You calling into other people's topics and stuff like that. Right? You addressed it as a grown man. You said what you said. Now you're calling in the other people's stuff to keep, and now it makes me seem that you was really not about what you're saying, because if you was, then why do you feel the need to be going around like calling into people's live stream? You know, I haven't even heard Corey address it. I haven't even heard Corey talk about it. He'll probably talk about it next Tuesday when he get time, but you're trying to amp it up and keep it going. I don't see him logging in from Instagram, weighing in on anything, at least for right now. I've seen Crab Facts. Seems like to me he's done with it, okay? And then here is the bigger issue.
Some of the things that we done seen you white boys say to each other out of playing around, you'd have got your head knocked off by a Latin dude or a brother. Sit your ass up, my team is winning, you fuck off. Brothers don't play that. Suck my Keith. She's my girl now. Brothers don't play that. What's my point? Some of us brothers have been around the white boys too long to where we start talking to each other like the white boys. See, the white brothers, it'll bounce right off of them because they so used to talking to each other like that. They could be 60 years old and they still talk to each other as if they're frat brothers, right? Brothers don't play that. Latin brothers don't play that. But the mistake that I'm seeing, a lot of us have been around these white boys and these white women so long, networking, interacting, and nothing wrong with that. But just like we picked up some good traits from them and we've given them some good traits because they follow our brands and our style, we as brothers don't want to admit we picked up some childish and some idiotic traits from white people.
Let me tell you something. I'm not disagreeing with this man. But in the meantime, between time, I don't understand why people keep forgetting about the Willie Lynch letter. That we're still going by. That we're still going by. The Willie Lynch letter. Come on, man. You sound dumb. Sorry.
Corey would have never said that 15 years ago because we talked to each other like that. Anton wouldn't have said that 15 years ago because Anton knew, especially coming from Detroit, can't say certain things to a brother. You end up he already know in Detroit, you end up in the trash bin behind somebody's house in a whole different, so we already know. Don't say that unless you want to end up in somebody's dumpster. But we've been hanging out with the white boys.
That's not true. How about they'll be ending up like Corey called Anton a bitch. And his female a bitch and security guard, y'all bitches. Like, bro, come on. Bro, you whatever.
And these, I'm starting to see more and more of brothers imitate, talk each other like, treat each other like the white boys, talking to each other like trash since the Roman Empire. We need to get back to being brothers and realize this world can be emotion. Black men can't. We have emotions, yes. Be expressive in the environment, yes. Imitating white boys, that's gonna get a lot of you brothers in the grave or in jail. Trying to talk to each other like white each other. We ain't white.
Shout out to Andre and Andrea Love crossing borders. And again, I want to talk about this because Andre is also from Detroit, and him and Anton along that much because of the passport broken. But I'm gonna talk about something that I see that's a bigger issue happening with content creators, and that's just content creators are getting a little bit too reckless. Not just Anton or what happened with the Anton Corey situation. I'm seeing it with the streamer, and we've already had a content creator kill another YouTuber this year, and that was Sin City Manny Ruiz. If you guys remember that, right? He killed a man and his wife, and I believe that he was sentenced to life for that. And this was just like basically not even 8 months ago. And I'm saying that to say this, in this business, when we are just content creators, and I understand people do beef and people do have problems, but now content creators are starting to have followings like rappers, and it's getting dangerous now. And I think that if number one, this was an altercation and you left the pod, you got up and left, then why are you sitting around telling a man you would have beat his? I mean, it is completely unnecessary. I don't think nobody would feel that you were afraid or now.
Fact, I just feel like he's cloud chasing at this time. Like Corey, after y'all had y'all debate, Corey never said nothing, but you going around to different platforms, talking your shit, swallowing your spit, and lying like I would have beat his ass. Like, bro, if you really want, bro, that I don't understand. Some of us don't give a fuck about cameras. Some of us lawsuits, especially a lot of us from Chicago. Like, bro, but you try to save your face and then go around talking about I would have beat his ass. I would have didn't. No, you wouldn't. Because if you wanted to really beat his ass, when you stood up while Corey was still sitting in the chair, bro, you could have got your rocks off. The fuck up out of here, your lying clout chasing ass.
It was that interaction that I felt like you didn't say it again because you could have went there, not to say that you were afraid of the repercussions, but you made, I feel, a business decision based off the fact because of where you were sitting, how close he was, and then person that size, knowing whatever they may or may not do, it was the best decision to back up and say let's go outside, because at least if you do that, you have a chance. Right, you're not gonna just say that and just give a opportunity for somebody to do something to you, which I felt if you had said that again, he was 100% about it, and you can't give a person that's as first because he was gonna whoop his ass. I mean, once he came and sat next to you, that's a threat in itself. All right, if somebody
facts, that nigga sat next to you. When he told old girl to get up, she was like, nah. He made her get up so he could sit next to you. Bro, you're a bitch. You try to make it seem like you was about that life, but you wasn't. Because ain't no way a motherfucker gonna call me a bitch as a man and then stand up after this man called me a bitch, stand up and not do nothing, and then I'm gonna respect you on your platform. Fuck your platform after you call me a bitch. Because I think, you know what I'm saying? My thing is like Corey said, call me a D sucker again. What you do? You didn't say it. You didn't say it, but you got your ass up. Then set your ass back down. What? Shut up. You weak as fuck, bro.
Sit next to me and I feel like, well, I'm gonna whoop the ass, then I mean either I'm gonna leave or I'm gonna whoop the ass. You can say let's go outside, but he is talking about going outside. What he's saying is, say it again, I'm willing to do it in front of the whole entire world, not go outside. So
let's go, Oshay Du Jackson. He letting him know, like, bro, I don't give a fuck about these cameras. He don't care about these cameras, bro. Dummy. He's telling you, I don't care about these cameras. You talking about let's go outside. I told him let's go outside. Because I've been watching other clips. I told him let's go outside. He didn't want to go outside. Regardless if he did or didn't go outside. You stood up and he still sat in the chair and talked his bullshit. He talked his shit and swallowed his spit while you talking shit. Then you come up, I'm gonna respect you. You know what I'm saying? I apologize because I'm on your platform. Let me tell you something, and I know Corey. Why? Because I'm from Chicago. You would have never got that apology if the shoe was on the other foot, bro. If the shoe was on the other foot, no, you would have never get the apology. But in the meantime, between time, it is what it is. Let's go.
So you going around talking beat his ass and everything like that, I just think it's unnecessary. You hopping on all these streams, all these panels, you know, just talking about it. We already talked about it again on your channel, and now it's like, this is kind of clout chasey a little bit. And, you know, like I said, when he was next to you and he confronted you with that statement, you made a choice, right? You made a choice not to swing on him first. You made a choice because he was in space. You had a bodyguard there, and to come out and say all that, it just looks, I mean, it looks crazy because remember, you're the person saying that blacks are emotional. How are you going around talking about I would have beat the shit out of Corey? How are you not emotional going on all these streams saying that? That's emotional behavior. That's not manly behavior. Like, if you're going to talk about black people, be honest. What you're showing right now is all that you criticize for. Like, it looks messy. Like, it don't look the most masculine in the world. It don't look like somebody who's a person that is a conservative, how they will handle that opportunity left. It's done. We saw it. Okay, going around talking about what you would have did, you would have beat his ass. I mean, you just sound like a like street dude on the corner. And then trying to come back, and then if another black person act like this, you will call them, you know, they're emotional. You will call them uneducated. You will call them, but you're exhibiting that same behavior right now. Do we expect that stuff from Corey? Probably so. Is he saying it right now? Nope. He's not saying it. That's you saying it. So, who is more emotional? Like, again, we got to make these decisions based off the framework that you're using, and it's not looking like the conservative person that you sell yourself to be on the channel. It looks like some messy type-ish that somebody from the hood does, instigating, clout chasing. That's what it looks like. Looks like it's wolf tickets. That's what this is. No disrespect to him, but I'm just saying this is how I'm seeing it. I've been critical of Corey too on this whole thing. Obviously, he could have handled it better, but you went there knowing that he was emotional, and then you call black people emotional, and now you're acting emotional. Who do you think it's your boy Oshay Jackson back at it again with another episode of The Celebrity Jump?
All right. I gave my little commentary on that. Being here, the people who comes in, the replays or whatever. I'll be back on here. I do want to talk about that Drewski. Be quiet. Be quiet. Drewski viral clip. I want to talk about tomorrow. Be quiet. But I'll be on here tomorrow. If y'all not on Twitch, I will be on Twitch in about 2 hours. No, I'll be on there about. What time is it? I'll be on there about 2:30. So I hope everybody have a great one. Thank y'all for being here. Replay gang, thank y'all for watching my replay. I'll holler at y'all. Peace.